order the regular scheduled council meeting for Monday, August 12th, 2019. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
First District Councilwoman Myrna Maldonado. Present. Third District Councilwoman Brenda Walker. Present. Fourth District Councilwoman Christine Vasquez. Fifth District Councilman Robert Garcia.
Present.
Sixth District Councilwoman Gilda Orange. Councilman at Large Richard Medina.
Here.
Councilman at Large Emiliano Perez.
Here.
Councilman at Large Kenneth Monroe.
Present.
Council President Lenny Francisci.
Present. For the record, Madam Clerk, I did receive a call from Councilwoman Orange and Councilwoman Vasquez. They did have other business this evening. Can I have a motion to accept the public hearing and the regular scheduled meeting for July 8th, 2019?
So moved, Mr. President.
Second. Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Medina. Any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado. Stay. Walker.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes. Yes. I have a motion to accept the minutes for the regular scheduled meeting for Monday, July 22nd, 2019.
So moved. Second, Mr. President.
Motion was made by Councilman Perez, seconded by Councilman Garcia. Do you have any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado. Stay. Walker.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes. Do we have any communications from the mayor?
No.
Do we have any communications from department heads?
Accounts payable warrant 072519CC, 073019CC, 080519CC, 080619CC, 080619LA, 081219CC.
So moved to accept all account payable warrants.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Medina, seconded by Councilwoman Walker to accept accounts payable warrants as read. Do you have any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Garcia.
No.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes.
Payroll warrants biweekly 072619, 080919, and payroll monthly, warrant monthly 080119.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Medina to accept payroll warrants as read. Any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
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 Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes. This time, do we have any committee reports? Moving on to board reports. Do we have any board reports? Madam Clerk, do we have any ordinances on first reading?
Yes, ordinance 19-0013, sponsor Mayor Anthony Copeland. An ordinance of the Common Council of the City of East Chicago authorizing the transfer of appropriation into different budget categories of the General Fund 0101 EC Fire Department.
So moved on first reading, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Medina, to hear ordinance 19-0013 on first reading. Have any discussion on the motion? Councilman Garcia?
Mr. President, anybody here to talk about it?
Good evening, Mr. President, Deputy Chief Mark Escobedo.
Yes, I see the chief also provided a letter with this. Is there a breakdown on how much that each of these programs are going to get?
I do not have a breakdown, but I do know, as far as fire prevention, that the bulk of the funds will go there. In regards to the CPR, I know we estimated roughly around 10,000 of that will go there, just in order to pick up additional equipment, just to stay compliant with the American Heart Association. But I believe the bulk of it actually will go towards fire prevention, open house, and school demos and stuff like that.
Do you know how much was already used in that in these programs this year?
I do not have those numbers, no.
If you could ask the chief if he could provide that for our next meeting, I appreciate it.
For sure.
Have any other questions for Chief Escobedo? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, do we have any ordinances on second reading?
No.
Do we have any ordinances on third reading? And do we have any resolutions?
No.
Do we have any old business? Moving on to new business, do we have any new business? Councilman Garcia?
Yes. Mr. President, yeah, I got a question for Fernando Cason. Any projected surplus coming for this coming year?
We haven't received yet the budget information yet for 2020, so we can try to get that information at the time that we get the 2020 budget. I know there's a meeting, I think this Thursday, with Mr. Bennett and Mr. Dalton, and I think Councilwoman Orange to start having some preliminary discussions on the budget, so I think we'll probably know more after they have that meeting.
What time Wednesday is that meeting?
1 o'clock.
I believe it was indicated at 1 o'clock.
At a location?
Mayor's office, conference room. That's what the email said.
And the other question is that money that that's been appropriated earlier this year has not been used yet. I'd like to find out how much is still not been used yet, because I know that a lot of money's been appropriated. I know they came before this council last year, referenced Block Stadium. There has been no movement in Block Stadium. Supposed to have been some alleys and some streets redone, I know in the harbor, and nothing's been done yet. I know Guthrie's still at a standstill. I know that's in litigation, but I'm wondering why everything has come to a halt, and I know some of that money has been appropriated. Also, if you could find out for me, I know there's a lot of flowers that went up on Columbus Drive. I see a contractor that waters them. If you could find out how much they spent on that, and if there's a contract for this company to water them, I don't understand why we should be watering when we got park personnel or city personnel that can do that with no problem.
I'm glad to follow up with you and get a response.
Just also, if you could find out about the Block Stadium money, or see if what's the hold up there. I want to own the money anyway, so that's all, Mr. President.
Anyone else for new business? Moving on to public expression, if you could please keep your comments to 3 minutes. I believe we do have one, Ms. Rose from Marktown. Please approach.
Good afternoon. I'm representing mostly everybody who did not show up today. They have a question. When it gets cold this year, back in the day, the students were able to be in the center when it was raining or snowing. And they're asking if, again, if someone could, from the city, could open the center when it's raining and the blizzard or whatever, when there is school, if they could be waiting in the center, meanwhile the buses come. The buses all come different hours nowadays. Sometimes they don't come until after 4 in the afternoon. And the residents are also asking for their park benches to be put back out, because when BP redid the park that we requested for them to leave alone, they took the park benches with them. Also, the last problem we have is animal control. I called them about a big white pit bull that's running around town, loose. And I said, what happens if this dog attacks somebody? They told me, we have no capacity for any more dogs, so just call the police. It's loose, and some people don't have gates on the yard, or their kids don't close the gate. So I don't know how to reply to that. I mean, there's a lot of little kids, and residents are also asking, as we asked before, for speed bumps, but in the correct places. In the, like around 509 Spring Street, and the street right in front of the center, because cars go flying through there. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I believe that concludes our public expression. Can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So move, Mr. President.
Just a minute. Colleagues, you know, back in March, we passed a resolution for the renaming Alexander Hinton and Williams Way. That dedication will be this coming Sunday at 2 o'clock. And because I didn't do it by myself, you had to vote with me. So I'm asking you, if you're not doing anything, to please come out and stand with me doing the dedication.
Thank you.
And what's the time of that again?
2 o'clock.
A motion to adjourn, please.
So move, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Medina. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado. Walker.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes, good night.